But I made notes, and I hope if understanding is true, then it stays. I just want to clarify about this understanding. So in today's teaching you said that without ever new selfless impermanent nature, we cannot know Nibbana, right? So I immediately felt like, but all the time we talk only about understanding ever new impermanent nature. We don't talk about Nibbana. But understanding ever new impermanent nature is incomplete. We need Nibbana. So I suddenly think, how do I make the way from learning about ever new impermanent nature towards Nibbana? And I thought this would be my question to you, but I got my answer since I felt this question. So I want to confirm the understanding for the answer with everything that you always teach and that I know part by part. But I don't know if I can structurize it. So it means that because of ignorance, there is something and someone. Because of ignorance, there is wrong understanding. Ignorance is also not something, not someone. Ignorance is a part of impermanent nature. So, and impermanent nature, if it has ignorance, it has attachment. But if impermanent nature happens, arises, disappears without ignorance, there will be right understanding and no attachment. Only ever new impermanent nature without wrong understanding and attachment, if there is no ignorance. Is it so?
Explain again.
Ever new impermanent nature, ignorance makes a part of ever new impermanent nature. Ignorance is also impermanent, not real, not true, not existing, also appearing, disappearing. And because of it, attachment arises. Because of ignorance, there is someone and something, wrong understanding. So there is attachment. So ever new impermanent nature happens with wrong understanding, with attachment, with suffering. Because of ignorance, present. If there is no ignorance, ever new impermanent nature happens with right understanding. When there is right understanding, no attachment. Because no someone, no something, nothing to attach. Like this, ever new impermanent nature is free from suffering, free from attachment, free from... But this is incomplete. Because we need to understand the karma that makes ever new impermanent nature function, arising, continue arising, because of karma. Because there is cause, there is effect. So cause and effect, as I understood today, are made also by ignorance. Because there is ignorance, there is attachment, if there is attachment, there is wrong understanding. So there is physical action, verbal action, mental action. Because of wrong understanding, because of grasping. There are all these three mental, physical, and verbal actions which create karma. If no ignorance, then ever new impermanent nature is nothing. But it is everything if there is ignorance and attachment. So in everything, karma arises because in everything there is physical, verbal, and mental action. So due to physical, mental, and verbal action, karma arises. We create cause by these three types of actions. We create cause. If we create cause, ever new impermanent nature will arise. So my karma that I cannot. I'm halfway through. I'm always to liberation. So it means if we make it a little shorter, that it is Myanmar person living here in US. But she doesn't know Sayadaw.
No, can't afford to make.
Oh.
Last time they missed us.
Oh, okay.
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
The whole group go to maybe.
To the park.
That's why it's kind of that.
You want I give them the microphone? No? No need? So to make it kind of shorter steps, it means that karma is created by ignorance. And then it means, you said that Nibbana is free from ever new impermanent nature. Free from suffering, free from anything, everything, free from ever new selfless, impermanent nature. So, to make the link, to make the path, we need to understand all like this one by one, that we need to understand how to get free from ever new impermanent nature, which we are always learning to understand first of all. So, to be complete, not to be complete, but to complete the Dhamma and to find the way to Nibbana, we need to understand that ever new selfless, ever new arising selfless impermanent nature will cease and not arise only if there is no new cause. New cause, new karma. Only if there is no new karma, only then the ever new impermanent nature will cease and lead to Nibbana. Because it is permanently arising due to cause and effect. So ever new impermanent nature is effect because there was a cause. I understand something different. There can be a cause. Probably.
ပေါက်ပြီးဖွင့်တာအဲ့မှာလည်းအပူတက်တာသူခဏဖွင့်လိုက်ပေါ့ဒီတိုင်းမှာတက်တာပူလို့ဖွင့်တာ Okay.
So yeah, it seems here the final point really that I have two ideas. Either there shouldn't be a cause at all, like this, no more ever new impermanent nature, or there can be cause because of many previous actions. There can still be cause arising as ever new impermanent nature. But if there is no ignorance, constantly, continuously, if there is no more ignorance, then this cause will cease. What is the end of ever new impermanent nature?
Now you are understanding and accepting ever-changing impermanent nature. But you are also knowing human beings, animals, trees, building, sky, windy, sun. You may accept and understand ever-changing impermanent nature as real. Besides, you may understand living beings and infinite universe as real. If so, your knowing is not only ever-changing impermanent nature. The aim of meditation is trying to find the same answer, the same truth of all living beings and all non-living beings as ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. So if we should try to know like this. No Katrina, no woman, no monastery, no meditation center, no trees, no wind, no sky, no sun, just only ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. This is the answer we need to know for everything, not something, not someone. No created time are also not real. Created place, monastery, not real. Real only because of creation, not original truth, just created truth. So the original truth of all created truth is just ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature, or dukkha. Dukkha Sakka. If we are sure, knowing like this, because of our own practice, not by listening, not by thinking, just by calculating or mindfulness and detachment for everything and everyone, and then finally we will find out the answer, which is ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. For the scientists, they make examination in the lab, something, whether there is one self or not.
Yes.
But they can find no self. They are just finding the answer of the material. In every material, there's non-self. For the meditator, we need to examine or research our present mind also. Every Vedana, Dukkha Vedana, Sukha Vedana, Upekkha Vedana, and every knowing mind, every unconscious mind, not knowing mind, every desire, good or bad, every remembering of the mind, recognizing of the mind, all these are just ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. This is the research every meditator must do by themselves, ourselves. When we are sure by examining or researching everyone, everything, to find out the same answer of ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature, there will be fully detachment from all living beings and all non-living beings or infinite universe. At that time, only one object to know is ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. If we are knowing only the same answer or the truth, we don't need to know. We don't need to know this answer all the time, because
It is the only
we will detach. First, we must detach from all the created truth, all living beings and all non-living beings. After that, we must know only ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. When we are knowing like this, there will be natural detachment, because no need to know. This is nothing to detach, nothing to attach. So the more we know like this, we don't want to know. At that time, there will be knowing about permanent nature or nibbana. This is.
Can you repeat, please? This last.
Only when we are knowing ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature, with the power of detachment from all the created truth, or all living beings and all non-living beings, infinite universe, we are sure. We mean no one, just
Permanent.
just wisdom or just knowing only about ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature.
Then we know the permanent nature.
Yes, the knowing about the same truth of ever-changing, impermanent nature will surely make to detach. When we can detach, when the wisdom can detach from ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature, there will be knowing about permanent nature or nibbana naturally. That is how the knowing about nibbana, how the wisdom which know about nibbana or permanent nature appear. So when we know about nibbana, we are sure to be satisfied. This is the real freedom, real enlightenment.
Permanent.
Yes, real sukha. Very difficult to know like this. This is the middle way guided by Buddha. So if we know, if there's wisdom appear in the mind like this, there will be no worry, no fear, no ignorance, no attachment.
No doubt.
In this way, full power of mindfulness and detachment will appear. The mind will be stable naturally and pure naturally.
This is strange that it confirms everything that I was trying to confirm with you, and even the final understanding. When you are saying, I'm saying this before you say this, but I don't experience like this in my experience, apart from short moments when I do experience impermanent nature, I do experience nothing, not true, no self. I have this experience from my experience. But then this understanding that I built and that I've been talking about, it appears that it must be still intellectual only understanding, based on some small glimpse on impermanent nature. But also this understanding, it doesn't come to me because I sit and think about it. It comes in a moment of insight. Just some moment appears, I try to be mindful, and then some moment appears of some understanding which unfolds, like opens into an understanding that I can put into words made by your teaching. So I can't really, I just need more experience, because I can't really understand if this understanding is true or not true, because I may create it because I listen to your teaching, but then if I create it, I need to be thinking about it and to be creating it, which I'm not doing. I'm trying to apply right understanding, knowing with mindfulness nothingness, that whatever there is, this is not real. Sometimes I apply this, sometimes I feel like this. And then this insight comes to see all the path. So it's a bit strange, because really with our limited intelligence we cannot understand. But it seems like I understand. But I don't see easily everything as nothing. Only rarely I can see like this. So I don't know about what's happening. I don't know. But this is something strong that again made me cry today. When I understand, or when I listen you teach Dhamma and you say something strong, it affects me. So, but at least I confirmed, and I can try to practice like this, with this understanding, to make it more real, this understanding. And I feel I'm okay. I'm not attaching to anything that I understand. I'm not attaching at all. Just letting it happen. Also, when I had some understanding more like this, like insight, mindfulness came very stable for some hours till we went to alms round. Then I got lost already because more activities, more objects around in the street, in the car, talking to people. Otherwise, before, the mindfulness became very stable and all moving, all knowing the movement of the body, knowing the sensation from sitting, not knowing, but knowing this, knowing that, just not the body, not sitting, but just paying attention from moment to different dhammas, different phenomena, was happening after the insight for some time by itself. So thank you for explaining. We will work together further on. Yes. Also, you see, I was doubting if I can talk about it or I forgot already. So I didn't forget. If it was only intellectual, it is difficult to remember something that you don't know. But yeah, so it's a mix, little bit true, little bit just knowing without yet experience. So I should just continue to be mindful with the right understanding. And this is enough, even no need to detach, because when there is right understanding, no need to detach, nothing to detach from.